Good morning, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to the Finca.
It's a bit happier day. We think we've sorted out Mr. Fox. There were no signs of him last night.
No.
Obviously, if you saw the last video, we had to leave off what we were doing to make emergency measures to strengthen
fortifications.
Yeah, to strengthen the pen
to
or
protect
the
our hens. Yes.
Pen, yeah.
So we're pretty happy with that at the minute. They're all very happy. They're all getting on nicely.
New ones seem to have settled in nicely. Lottie's been very vocal, but she bullied them for a little while on that first morning, but they're fine now.
Generally, they seem quite happy. They seem quite friendly. Yeah. So with that done, back to the job in question. Getting our courtyard sorted out for summer, and of course we still have, this is the old chicken shed. This is an 1870s chicken shed, a bit different from the modern ones, but we're actually turning this to a barbecue support area. So, and
I'm on with the floor.
The floor.
Forever floor.
The endless floor that's coming to an end.
Yeah,
let's get on with it.
Now. I did yesterday's dried quite nicely, and I'm going to carry on now, just heading towards the door. I really have broken the camel's back now, so every day I'm a bit more achieved. I'll crack on.
Got the usual stones, mortar, and Tilly's supervising. First thing I want to do is get this wall finished off. Not that much to do now to it. So I'll crack on myself. So eventually, all the stones are in. Just need to let it go off a little bit, and then get it pointed up and finished, and then we can move on. But it's looking pretty good, I think, already. Looking nice. So in any case, I'm going to leave that for now and get on with this wall. It's a right mess. It's just literally falling apart. It's just soil. I don't think there's any mortar left in it. Where's my hammer? Oh. Get these awkward bits up here done first. Not enough hands. Get these big holes filled in, and then like we did before, we can point it up. Really want to get this area done though, because it's super useful. We're going to be having shelves in it. We've got a little small refrigerator and a separate little freezer to go in it, and so we want to get it done. So we'll carry on. I've got a bucket full of stones as always. Trying to fill some of these bigger holes in. That'll go in there. Awkward space as well. Cool, I'll carry on. Another chunk in ready for pointing. It's going to be a great little space this. I said we're going to have a little fridge and a little freezer in there. All the stuff, big pellets for the pizza oven, all the stuff for the barbecue, even seat cushions and stuff, and probably a myriad of other things can all live in here, safely out of the way, right where we want them to be in the thing. So we're eager to get it done. So we tried last summer, failed. It got far too hot out here. That's when we moved inside and started working on the snug. So we've got a few weeks I think yet, so hopefully we can get it done and get it transformed, because it's not good for much at the minute. And right now there's not a lot more we can do because we've run out of sand, we're getting low on lime, so we need to go into town. We've got through tons and tons of it over the last few weeks, I guess, with that floor and everything, and then walls and stuff. So we're going to go and stock up on that, and we'll pick it up in a bit. Right, so that's another load of this bit done. That's the top of that wall completed, down to ground level on this side. Just this bit up there to do. It's so much better to get on the ground. Even though the platform's only 2 foot tall maybe, it's still awkward where to put your mortar and things and whatever, and still stretching to reach up there as well, which doesn't make it any easier. But yeah, another blast on that should bring me down to ground level on this side as well, and then we can crack on with the bottom. Sharon's making great progress on this floor. Just this bit near the door to do now, and we'll soon have the other chair in and that rug down in front of our lovely fire, which we don't need at the moment, but even in summer this room stays super cool, so I'm sure we'll be able to enjoy it then as well. Next, I want to get this little wall finished around our lemon tree, which is settling in nicely. I've got a couple of stones that need to go in, that's all, and it just needs a bit of pointing up, and it's probably going to be too much for, oh, that way better, for a mix. So in anticipation, I brought a couple of stones in there to start the bit around my vine. There we go. So let's do it. Get something finished. So there we go, that one is completely and totally finished, short of a sweep up. Tilly's in the usual position, afternoon position in the sunshine. And I got the first couple of stones in there around our grapevine. Super happy days, isn't it, Till? Oops, I'm falling over. Time for a nice cold beer now. Oh, you can have a bowl of water. Good girl, she's a good girl. Back in outside world, we actually thought these were artichokes. They look very like them. They're actually wild artichokes, in fact, or more so, cardoons. Apparently, you don't eat the flowers on these, you eat the leaf stalks, which is supposed to be very tasty. So I guess we'll be trying that at some point. I don't know if you can tell how green the place is after all the rain. I'll swing the camera around a little bit. There we go, we have grass, amazing, and loads of pretty flowers everywhere, if you can make them out on there, yellows, pinks, loads of poppies. Yeah, the place is alive. We've got little buds on the pomegranates. I said the other day it was too early, but here they come, couple there, and one of last year's pomegranates that the wasps got hold of. The wasps love them, that's no good. But yeah, quite a few coming. And figs are appearing as well. Again, the other day there weren't any. Well, they might have been very tiny. Well, they're coming too. Fab. The lemon tree that we transplanted into the courtyard from the pot on the front, he seems to be settling in really well. You always expect a little bit of shock, but it's got some new growth here now, so that's a great sign. Tons of little set lemons and more buds coming here. So yeah, hopefully he's going to be super happy. I'm going to fill him up with donkey manure in a bit. The tomato seedlings are getting quite tall now. There's a couple of little ones, but we'll peck them out, I think, when we get some established. Try and transplant them to somewhere else. This is a stray carrot from earlier in the year. It's not quite ready yet, but he'll be coming out, of course, as soon as it is. Our asparagus haul from the last couple of days. Some of them are struggling to come up, coming up a bit bent, but they still taste great. Some of them are massive. They're still quite young plants, so hopefully, yeah, as the years go on, they should get thicker. We're only picking the thickest ones, the best specimens, to let the roots get more established. But yeah, lovely. One of last year's peppers we overwintered is doing pretty well there now, getting strong. And in the pot next to it, you can make that out, we've got some little pepper seedlings that are popping up as well. It's very windy out here, I hope you can hear me alright. And we've also just planted out some beetroot, some salad stuff, iceberg lettuce and things, and some melons I've got, and we put some in earlier. They haven't done anything, but it's warmer now. They should start to germinate now, hopefully, fingers crossed. The new hens are super settled in now. Even the baby ones are getting the combs and wattles, is it called? They're getting quite red now, so we can expect eggs from those soon. One of them is a bit younger than the others. I'll take you around and show you, but they're not quite accustomed to living here yet. They're all took themselves inside, all sat inside. The guy getting used to it slowly. They had a sprout leaf each this morning. Didn't know what to do with them, ran away from them at first. But yeah, they're doing great. I'll try and get some bit of footage of them in a bit. I'm back to the harsh reality. I'm moving on to this wall now. That's all drying nicely on this side. I've got a bit of a gap up there between the wood and the wall, so I'm going to try and fill it. I've been collecting some big stones that I'm going to attempt to stick in up there. They will go in. It's just getting them to stay long enough for the mortar to go off. So I've got a few I'm going to try and get in down here, and that gets that started, closes that gap, because the wire for the light keeps falling down, so that'll keep that up there as well out of the way, make it look a bit more finished.
And as for me, I'm on a mission now. I'm going away at the weekend, see my mum back in the UK. I'm going to get this floor finished before I go if it kills me, so I'll crack on.
And Tilly's in position after working the night shift protecting the hens. You can see if you can see the little hole there, Lottie is just out there now. Well, she's hiding from view, and we'll get her in a bit. So it's always fun sticking stones up in well, there's nothing to stick to really, up in the air. What I tend to do is add a bit more lime to the mix. It makes it a bit stickier. We usually use about a 3-to-1 hydrated lime and sand. I just put an extra lime in to make it super sticky. Wet everything down more than usual, and then hopefully our stone should stick. Get him in, there we go. Oh, not quite. Go on mate, stay where you are. There we go. I'll just pack around him a bit now and get the rest in.
So this morning, believe it or not, one full mix has gone into this little area here. Just ran out for those 2 joints there. I was going to do another mix, but we're expecting a visit from Chris from Tales from the Cave Side. He doesn't know it yet, but we've got a little job for him. What we want to do, in anticipation of me going back to the UK at the weekend, is get that other armchair in here so that at least Andy's not struggling with it on his own. And when this is finished, then it can go in position. Exciting.
There we go. There's a few in there, a bit precarious. Don't really want to touch them, let them go off now. Don't even want to do anything down here, because even tapping on this could dislodge them until it goes off a little bit. So, lunchtime I think. I'd also like to interject at this point as well. The other day we did a video, a battery review, that they don't generally do very well. We don't particularly like doing reviews on things. We get tons of them every single week. Most of them we don't bother with because they're not relevant to the channel, but a battery review, for example, is very, very valuable. It's a valuable piece of equipment to us. We can't afford to turn it down and not do it, but in exchange for the battery, we get given the battery to test and review. In exchange for that, yeah, we have to produce a video talking about it and explaining its functions and features and its good points, etc. We always do those kind of videos as an additional video, generally on a Tuesday, so it doesn't even interfere with our regular Thursday and Sunday renovation, restoration videos, we try to keep them separate for that reason, because we know, you know, a lot of the regular viewers like the restoration stuff but aren't really interested in seeing a bathroom review, and we can fully understand that. But there's no need to unsubscribe from the channel, there's no need to dislike it, as several do. They always seem to do not very well at all, but just please understand, we need this. This is our source of income. We make a very mediocre income, certainly below any minimum wage standards, so every little bit like that really helps us out. So please understand, that's why we do it, and that's why we have to do it. And of course it really helps our life, having extra power and things. We can't afford to say no. So there we go, just thought I'd drop that in. Right, let's crack on.
This is a chairing question. It's supposed to be navy blue, believe it or not. It's absolutely filthy. It has actually been covered over with a sheet all over, well, since we moved in. How long is it? Nearly 4 years. But yeah, so it needs cleaning. But the main thing at the moment, we've got to get it from here. We're in the lounge, or what will be our bedroom, but at the moment it's like an open plan living lounge. Through the main door, through the courtyard, into the kitchen, and then into the little snug.
Oh, Chris is here. Chris has popped. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you.
Yeah,
Chris has popped over to see us.
Yeah, a bit of a downtime from looking after Lillian.
Unfortunately, we've roped him into doing the furniture removal. We just thought we'd take advantage of the opportunity while you're here.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the only question. You know where we've got to go.
Yeah, I love it.
It's not bad, it's just awkward.
Oh, right, is it a recliner?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that might make it easier then.
If you're alright with that,
Yeah.
I'm alright with this.
I think. It's not one of the best views of you, Andy.
You alright? To me.
Yeah, that's it. I was just watching so I didn't tear the arm.
You alright?
Yep. You're used to us, bet.
Yeah. It's like the comedy sketch. Mind that dog.
That's it.
Give it a bit of a brush down before we take it inside. As you can see, it's dusty.
Oh no.
No, not a chance. I don't think it's not a chance. No.
Right.
Okay. I thought it might have just been these hands. I could have sort of like pushed the hands.
So can we do it from where we are? Can we?
Yeah. Just put it onto there just for a second, and then it's not going to rip. I'm ready
Alright.
now. Yeah.
Mind the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful, boys.
Lovely through that.
It has.
I need to keep it up now, right? Because
Yeah. I'm also got to keep my eye on this bit now, on the headrest part,
Alright.
and nearly, hang on Tilly, that's it, you can go back up right now,
Yeah?
if you're ready, yeah,
Are you okay?
hang on for a second.
Just the kitchen door now. Oh, and then the snug door.
That's it, right, this bit now.
Yeah.
Come here, Till. Good girl.
Ooh. This is not going to be so easy, is it?
Not got it very well at all.
The angle of your wall,
Yeah, the angle of everything here. Right, that's
so
it.
steady.
Watch your knuckles.
The knuckles are alright, I'm more bothered about ripping this leather. Just, if you just hold it just for a second. That's it. So you want me to head this way?
I think so, yeah. If you take the back in first,
Yeah.
it will scrape against the wall because we did it taking that out, but it's lime wash. It was fixed in about 3 minutes.
I've got to be careful as well where Sharon's doing.
Yeah, something new stuff. But it should swing round enough here
Yeah.
to come through. Right, let's do it then, shall we? So, off we go. Oh, the things we do. I can't get all that. Hang on.
Wash your hands.
That's it. That's it. Right, I'll go stop dog.
I just need to put my foot underneath it. That's it. I have to rearrange my hand.
Until look out, darling.
You can't work around me and my magical berries. Oh. Okay, right. Can't quite turn in yet.
Go on, you nearly there.
Yeah, but
Don't worry about the wall, we can fix it.
I'm more worried about ripping your headrest on the door. That's it, you're in. Right. Yeah. You rearranged for you.
This is good on the wall, we can fix that. Excellent. Someone bring me a cold beer. Would you like an ice cold beer, mate?
I think I would like one, yes
You've
please.
heard one now.
Thank you, Chris.
No worries.
So there's the girlies enjoying the flowers this morning. They're all getting on really well. So, yeah. So our fox defences are working really well. Very happy with that. We've not had any trouble. But Mr. Fox is still super determined. He keeps coming back. He was 3 o'clock the other, or 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock the other morning till he was going crazy. Last night again, 2 o'clock in the morning till he was going bonkers. He's doing a job, but we're getting sleep deprived as a result. So what I want to do is put up an automatic light in the centre. It's got a 12 metre radius on the sensor, so when Mr. Fox does come, if he keeps coming, he'll get to a certain point and the light will go blam, and hopefully that'll deter him and he'll change his mind. So that's the next stage. It's not helping us get on with the renovation, but it's important things we need to do. So in the lower courtyard, this wall is the back of the barbecue support area that we've been working on. That's the actual wall I've been working on the inside. What I want to do is put a pole up that corner, which is exactly the middle of the hen run, and bring power out of the bar, which is a bit of a pain because I've just pointed and finished the top half of that wall, to power it, and then on a pole going up with a light on the top and a sensor sort of below it, so when it comes the light will come on. It should light up the whole area. It's a bright light, a bright LED. So yeah, I think the first thing to do is get the mounts in for the pole. So back inside here, and the wall's drying lovely. What I'm hoping I can do, I've got a junction box up there. I can run a cable round behind this. I didn't finish off the top of that under there. I was gonna leave it, but at least I can run a cable around now, then just finish off that bit and hopefully pop it out under the roof there. The wall's only thin at the top there, whereas this is like that thick, so that shouldn't be too difficult. So let's have a go. So this is the light I want to put up. It's a 50-watt LED, super bright. It's actually the same one that I put up in the workshop here. Does a great job, should do a great job of illuminating the whole area out there in a flash. I want to put it on a pole. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that, but I will. So yeah, this is going to go probably on top of the pole with the sensor, the passive infrared sensor underneath it. So when it's right up there, this will detect from 12 meters. As it detects any movement, this will come on, blam. That's the plan. I'm going to fix a pole to that wall, as I said. What I want to do, I've got these brackets. I'm actually going to resin these threads into the wall. I've already got the nuts on in place and sorted out. I'm going to fix this into the wall with resin. This stuff is an injection chemical fixing, resin injection fixing. This is an old tube I've used years ago. They have a little mixer tube that goes on them that mixes the two chemicals inside and to a point where they will then set solid. If you use them, you can actually replace the cap 9 times out of 10, you'll be good. This one's been sat for several months now. I've taken the cap off this morning, got it going again, so I've done a little test sample, mixed it sort of manually by hand to make sure it's going to cure. So it's good to go. So all I need to do now is find a sturdy part in the wall that's not been repointed or rebuilt yet. I'm going to find a couple of big stones, get a dead straight line down, stick these two in the wall, so I can then mount my pole at a later date. But this is the first thing to do, get these in the wall. This is a 6mm diameter thread, so I'm going to use a 10mm drill to drill the hole. That will allow enough room for the resin to go around it, and I've just checked that my nozzle will actually fit into the hole as well. These are quite small for chemical fixings, but I'm happy that it will work. So as you can see, this wall's not been pointed or restored yet. What I need to do is find a couple of solid stones in the wall that aren't going to fatigue loose with the weight of the pole on it. I think that might be one. And down here is a lot better, obviously, because there's a lot more weight on it. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. I've got a little plumb line here I'm going to run down just to make sure I can get it cleanly into a stone further down. That makes any sense at all. The oldest plumb line in the world. Put them on there. If I need my pen. In fact, I can hang him up there. Things never work when you want them to. See if I can hook him up here. And it's sort of, there we go. Right. I think that one down there. Maybe that one. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to go with this one here and that one there. I'm just going to offer this up, mark around it, drill the holes, and then take it from there. The important thing, of course, is to make sure I get my holes in a dead straight line, or the pole a bit at an angle, and that wouldn't do. Right. Next thing, we want to blow all that dust out of there. Make sure it's nice and clean or the resin won't stick. We're then simply going to inject the resin into the hole. I've left this out in the sun for a bit because sometimes when it gets, especially when it gets a bit older, it gets really difficult. You can see it mixing in the nozzle. There we go. Fill our holes up and then simply push the thing in. It is tight, that. Yeah. Right, that's the first one done. What we want to do then is make sure that the resin comes out the front a bit when we push it in. That way we know our hole is full. I adjusted the nuts to show me depth that I wanted. I'm now going to get them out of the way so they don't get resin stuck on them. Right, that's one. Get the other one done. So there we go, they're in. I'm not too happy with the top one. It goes off that quick sometimes, the resin, especially if it's a bit older. It went off in the nozzle. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll let it go and then I'll have to check it. If not, I'll have to oof it out, re-drill it and re-inject it with some new stuff. But for now, you never know your luck. It doesn't have to take a lot of load. It's only got a little light at the top of a pole.
Well, that's another mix done. This section this morning literally got this square here and that little bit there. I will get it done before I go to England, but for now it's the end of another video, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all our subscribers, all our Patreons, everyone that's bought us a coffee. We couldn't do it without you, and we'll see you next time.